Okay, to all the people like me who love Halo but didn't get into the flight, also to all the people who did get into the flight but now you're jonesing because you only got a little nibble of Halo Infinite and you're sitting there scratching yourself like Ray Charles talking about how much you want more, I have a solution, or at the very least a recommendation. Try Splitgate. Splitgate is this free-to-play FPS currently in beta on Steam. It's an arena shooter that holds true to the model. Although it would be unrealistic for me to say something like, I hope it kills Battle Royales, I will say this, I hope in this Battle Pass free-to-play multiplayer era that we're stuck in, and we're probably going to be stuck in for a while, I hope Splitgate and Halo Infinite usher in an era of more games being arena shooter type shooting games. If, like, this brings back the genre, the boomer shooter genre, that would be really nice. Halo 5 and Doom 2016 both failed to establish the benefits of this style for multiplayer years ago. So much so, I bet you didn't even remember Doom 2016 had a multiplayer. And it was not good. It was kind of awful, actually. It was playable, but it wasn't very fun. How would you know that it did? Every candy-coated review of Doom 2016 doesn't mention it. Regardless, I believe Splitgate and Halo Infinite can succeed where those games failed. I'm going to be honest, the Battle Royale is my least favorite style of shooter. I would love to see arena shooters be on top and be the norm, even if it's only for a little bit. To be honest, the only Battle Royale I actually like is Apex Legends, and it's carried by its interesting characters. It was definitely attempting to cash in on the hero shooter craze that was actually starting to die out when Apex dropped. Also because it takes place 30 years after the events of Titanfall 2 within the same universe. Titanfall, for the record, specifically Titanfall 2, is my third favorite multiplayer shooting game experience of all time. It's behind Halo's Reach and 3, before Call of Duty World at War, and Halo 2 for 4 and 5. Yeah, that's right, Halo is in my list 3 times out of 5. Deal with it. See, Titanfall 2 was one of the last instances that I can think of, maybe there's more, of a $60 shooting game with a campaign and an online multiplayer that was worth every penny. It was its own game, but from the outset a lot of people thought it was just another Call of Duty clone, and looking at still images, you could say that. But what happens when you sit and play it? Your character can reach speeds of 75 kilometers an hour. It uses a metric, a full 20 kilos faster than that of a Spartan 2 in the lore. Pilots also summon a 20-foot robot, one of the best mechanics in shooting games, using a Titan. You can command it remotely or pilot it. And all 6 of your options in terms of Titans have different purposes, different weapons. It's crazy. The game was amazing. In fact, it was so good, Call of Duty tried to rip off the advanced movement concept from Titanfall. It's sad to know some people think it's the other way around. It's even more sad to see Titanfall turn into Apex. No movement, no Titans. Also, the guns in Apex feel terrible because they're designed to be terrible. So you don't wipe the entire squad moving at a fraction of the speeds you were used to with pilots. Having to find stocks and extended mags is not fun. Neither is bullet drop or consistent misses at point-blank range because of some chick's low-profile perk. This free-to-play microtransaction, I mean free-to-play battle pass model usually warrants me avoiding the game in question. In fact, I was worried for Halo Infinite, and I was worried for the Splitgate game. Why? Because Bungie Halo games were made in an era where games strove to be good to earn money. They didn't come out free with less than the bare minimum, hoping that you spending money on cosmetics would allow them to gradually add content. I watched a video on YouTube where some guy who'd never played Reach described it as so old it was actually designed to be fun. Transitioning to free-to-play doesn't bode well when I have Apex as my main example, but watching people play Infinite has washed all my worries away. Halo transitioning into free-to-play is going to be more like Halo than the last 2 Halo games you paid for. So here we have Splitgate, and I already love this game. It's so much fun. I sat and played my first match, and not only did it give me a semi-automatic rifle akin to the DMR, immediate brownie points, I hit people when I shot at them. The bullets travel in a straight line where your reticle is. My accuracy was immediately way better in this game. It rewards me for having high accuracy at the end of a match. I don't think I can go back to the absurd nonsense that is shooting in Apex Legends. It's not just the bullet drop or weird projectile speed. It's honestly the feeling It feels like Apex doesn't want me to hit my target, nor does it want me to get away from being shot at. It wants me to die and not to kill people. It legit feels like that sometimes. Even when I play well, even when I'm the Apex champion, it's such an uphill climb. When I get hit or lose a shootout or an altercation in Splitgate, it always feels legit. Apex does what I like to call the Call of Duty 4 special. That's right, the Call of Duty 4 special, taking it back to the late thousands. It's the situation where it feels like you unloaded a whole clip into someone. You see their bodies jostle. You see the hit marker. You hear the fact that the bullets are connecting with them. Not only do they not die, sometimes their shield doesn't even crack, but then the game only registers or acknowledges like you being hit by the last 2 bullets of what killed you. This then creates the illusion that you only got shot twice and died from full HP. Then you watch how they killed you in the kill cam, and it's not what happened at all. I call that the Call of Duty 4 special because you guessed it, that's the first game where this happened. I was shot by someone who wasn't facing me and died. Then I watched the kill cam, and it suggested that he was staring at me the whole time, unloaded half his clip. That's not what happened. And that does not happen in Splitgate. Best of all, my favorite thing about Splitgate, just right out the gate, there's no crappy guns. They all fulfill their purpose and work how they're supposed to, right when you pick them up. God, it's refreshing. My favorite guns so far are the carbine and the plasma rifle, personally. To top it off, it's got its very own gimmick, except it's not really its own. You can make portals, akin to the game Portal by Valve, in a very similar way. In fact, I would say it's exactly the same way. I'm not sure how this isn't plagiarism. I'd tread lightly. Valve is an evil company. It's fun, though. So much fun that the maps are designed around this whole concept phenomenally. There's only one map I don't like personally, and it is strictly opinion. I don't like Olympus, but I can see or understand why someone else might like it or even call it their favorite. This is a reminder that free-to-play model games can work. I've moved so far away from trying to play free-to-play games as a form of protest to the change in the gaming industry that they've brought about. And I forgot it's entirely possible for them to still be good. That wait for Halo Infinite just doesn't seem as long now. I suppose jubilation in playing a fun game will do that to you. If you stuck around till the end, I just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy Splitgate if you try it. Be sure to subscribe so you can see my next video. Also remember to leave a comment because I love hearing from all of you and how all of you feel. I'm still getting comments on my Elite video, and I read all of them. And I will see you next time.
Game over. Victory.